Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be working on these Cotoneasters that I took from cuttings. That was about 2 years ago now that I did that, and I've been training them to become bonsai in the future. So what I want to do today is just prune them up, maybe put the odd piece of wire on, nothing too drastic. I'm not going to repot them or anything. They're all different, as you can see. This one I've done a bit more work to and put it in one of my little concrete pots. And this one here I think is actually a pyracantha because it's got spikes on it, I'm not sure. And there's varying different styles and stuff which I've been trying to do. We've had wire on them in the past which has now been taken off. So I'll bring you in, show you the trees a little bit closer, and then we'll get started. So I'll show you the trees, all grown from cuttings or salvaged, like just pulled out of the ground when I've been clearing gardens. I think this one here wasn't a cutting, it was just pulled out. These ones were definitely cuttings, and they had wire on before. This one as well. So as you can see, we've got lots of long shoots which I want to prune and just get them back into some sort of shape. I do want them to get thicker as well, so I may leave the odd long shoot just to thicken the tree up a bit. That one there. This one's grown like mad. This was a tiny little thing beginning of the year, and all this has grown. But I don't think this is Cotoneaster because it's got these spikes on it. So I think this one's like pyracantha or something. I don't know. But it's basically the same sort of thing. So we're going to put them there one at a time. I'll show you the trees and I'll prune them up. Maybe add some wire here and there. So this is the first one. A lot of these have actually, as I've walked past, I've cut off these long branches that are growing down the bottom, so they have like a rough prune, but obviously not a detailed prune. So that's all I want to do is have a little look at the trees. So we get it out of the pot. And we'll just clear off some of these weeds and leaves from around here. So that'll do. So you can see this one we've put wire on before. So I left it on a bit long and there's some marks on the trunk, but that's fine. And they seem to thicken up really slowly, these Cotoneaster. So all I want to do is remove any unnecessary branches, little ones that have grown down here, and cut back some of the other ones which need it. See at the top here we've got 3 starting to come out at one point there. So we'll just keep one of them, get rid of the other 2, same there, and then just trim the ends back a bit. And I might leave this top bit, I haven't decided yet, because I want to strengthen the tree. But I might prune it back just a little. So we'll get started. So I've got my secateurs and we're going to start pruning this now. So we've got 2 branches at the bottom here. They're quite low down, so I think I'm going to get rid of the one on this side. It's kind of interfering with the next branch up. And then I'll probably leave that little one there, that can stay. I'm not going to cut the berries off at the moment if I can avoid it, because they look quite nice. We've got a little branch growing on the base of this branch I'm going to take off. And another one on the other side, another 2 there actually. That can come off. And that one. We've got a strong shoot coming out here, and quite low down on that branch, which is fine. So I'll just cut that back to about there, and then I'm leaving the buds facing out this way. I'm not going to prune this branch. I've already chopped the end off. Actually, I might just cut it back a little bit more, just to there. And then this one can go back to there. We'll leave a few little berries on there. See, things have been eating them, so they're good for the wildlife. And there's a few more little branches at the base of here which can come on. The tiny ones I'll just pinch off. That one's off. And a bit further up now, we've got two more branches which are not opposite, so I'll keep both of them for now. And then we've got another opposite one there which we'll take off. So that's fine. This one's fine, it's just getting really long. So we cut it back. I'll just cut it back to about there. And then it'll carry on growing this way. And then you can see we've got 3 there and 3 there, which we don't want at all. So I might keep this long flowing one, get rid of these 2 pointy up ones. So they're gone. And then we'll just take the end off of this one. About there. And you can see the same this side, I've got 3. Then we'll take this one off. We'll keep this one, a strong one. And then we'll just cut it back. Choose a good direction, so you can see they all kind of grow out different directions. So I'll keep one that's pointing the way I want it to, sort of that way. And then all we've got left is the top. So I might just keep it for now and let it grow. But I could put a piece of wire on it just to bend it down a bit. So I might do that. I might cut it back a little. I'm going to let it be strong. And you can see we've got new little branches here. And so we'll go to there. And then I'll put a piece of wire on it just to give it some shape. Got a little stub there which I can cut back a bit more. I can get to it. There we go. So I've got a little bit of scrap wire, and all I want to do is put a little twist in this top bit. So it doesn't have to be perfect wiring or anything. So I'll just kind of try and anchor it around the trunk here, breaking the 2 branch principle, but hey ho. And I'll just try not to trap the little shoots and leaves. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of put a twist and a bend in it. They're quite tough. It's quite sort of flexible and tough, so I don't have to be too careful. So that'll do for now. It doesn't have to be much. I just don't want it to be perfectly straight. to go with that. That's the first one done. Starting to look quite nice. I'll just pop that back in the pot and then go get another one. So here's the next one. I'll take out the pot. And again, I'll just clear off some of the weeds and stuff, especially grass that can come out. We'll just clear off the trunk a little bit down here. So with this one, I'm just going to cut back the long bits and remove any little branches that I don't want. Like I say, it's kind of got two long shoots at the top there. This one's got really long. Alright, so you can see we've got this branch here, and I've already got a nice lube on this side. So I think that can actually come off. I might keep a little bit of it for now, so I'll cut it back to there, and we'll just see how that one goes. And we've got another tiny one coming off from right down low, so that can come off. And then you can see we've got a few shooting out from right in here, which I'm going to take off. These little ones can come off. We've got this nice sort of weeping branch here, which I want to keep. So I'll just cut the shoots back to sort of downward facing buds so that we can make this a weeping branch. Take off that half-eaten berry. So we'll work our way up the tree now. We've got another little branch on the back there, which I think I'll just leave for now. And then this branch kind of goes up and shoots forward. So I'm going to take off this upwards one here. And then I'll keep a bit of this one that shoots forward. I'll just cut it back to a bud which is facing more outwards. And then that can make a nice little pad up there. So we'll have one there, one there. And then we've got a few more smaller branches in here. And we don't need all of them. So this one's directly above that one, so we'll get that one. I'll keep that one. This one can come off. It's coming out the front. Well, what I'm saying is the front. It may not be the front. And we've got two coming out right here, which is kind of alright at the moment. And then this one is dividing really early into three. So I'm just going to take at least one of them off. That one's fine. And I'm going to have to leave that because there's not really any buds back here. Oh, there is one there. One there. We'll take it back to there. Each place where there's either a leaf or a berry is also a bud, so what it will be, potentially. I'm just going to take off this little weird end bit on here. And then I've got a branch coming out right down in between here, which can come off if I can get to it. I need like a little pair of scissors. And then I'll just take the tip off. And then we've got quite a lot going on at the top here. I'll spin the tree around. Got lots of strong shoots coming off all over the place. I've got to decide what I want to do. Okay, so you can see we've got kind of like a nice branch that comes out that way, and then we've got all these new shoots at the base which can come off. That one's off. That one's off. And I'll keep that one, I'll just cut it back. Take off that dead end bit. And then I'll just prune it back to there. So we've got a nice little head starting at the top, or it could be the new leader at some point. And this branch here I'm just going to cut back a little bit. This one coming off the base here can go completely. And this one. And then all we've got is this strong branch that comes up and then goes off. So these two, which I don't actually mind, they can stay like that for now. So we'll just cut them back. Trying to keep a backwards facing bud so it goes off that way. That will hopefully balance the tree up a bit more in the future. It's kind of leaning across that way. And same with this one. Just cut it back. Clear out some of these little branches that are growing under here. That berry's going to have to go. Dead leaves. And we'll leave that one, I won't cut it, because that'll pull it that way when it starts growing again. So I think that's all I need to do to that one. So that one's done. We could adjust the angle in the future. Give you a quick spin of the tree. Kind of leans all over this way. So I'm trying to make this branch go back that way. Balance the tree out. Really odd root system. I don't think I've done any root work. I might have done a little. So it kind of grows out all the soil like that. So it could be a weeping tree or a semi-cascade in the future. Not sure yet, but we've got it pruned. We'll put it back in the pot. So we didn't take a huge amount off, just that. And they do grow really easy from cuttings, so like Cotoneaster and stuff like that. That's like the perfect cutting. So all you would do is strip off the lower branches. You don't even have to cut it back, but cut it back to give it a better chance, and then put some rooting hormone on here. Make sure there's no buds so you can spray them off, and then just poke it in somewhere. But with these you don't even need to do that, you can just poke it in. You don't need rooting hormone or anything else. But I don't need any more, so that's going on the compost. So go get another one. So this is the one which I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it's Cotoneaster because it's got these spikes all over it. So I think it's pyracantha, which is a pretty similar plant as far as I'm aware. But it grew really rapidly. It was a tiny little thing. Again, we'll get it out of the pot. It's actually got roots coming out of the bottom. And I'll just clear off this. Weeds growing in here. And grass, especially, I want to get rid of because it kind of really takes over the pot if you just leave it. So this is just how it grew. It was that big when I put it in there. You can see it at the top of there. And then we've got these 3 branches come off, all from basically the same spot. One which has gone straight up to be strong leader, and then this strong side one and this one. So we've already got a bulge starting on the top here, which is a bit unfortunate, but it shouldn't stay there if we get on top of it now. So what I think I will do is just get rid of one of these branches, and we'll have to get rid of one. So we get that one off. And then this one I'm going to cut back quite severely so it doesn't compete to be the leader. So take it back to there. Got a nice branch, strong branch there. And again, I think these grew from cutting quite easily. So I might actually take a couple of cuttings because I haven't got any more of these. It's slightly different. Just take off any old leaves that I can see. And then I'm just going to cut it back a bit. Down to maybe about there. And we'll go to there. And then that's all I need to do with that one for now. I could wire it, but it's already got a nice shape to it. And we'll hope that that bulgy bit grows out. This can be a side branch, and as that grows it should pull it back and get rid of that bulge as the trunk thickens. So that's got the beginnings of a nice little tree. I'll show you that bit closer in case anyone can help me figure out what it is. You can see it's got these quite nasty little spikes. So I don't think it's a Cotoneaster. The ends of these are quite spiky. So if you know what that is, my thoughts is pyracantha or something, but I don't know really. Anyway, we'll get it back in the pot, and I'll go get the next one. I've got 3 more to do. So here's the next one. Bit of a funny one, it's got no lower growth, and this kind of cool bend in it. So I'm thinking this one I can make into just like an umbrella style tree, and just let it kind of do its thing. All these crossing branches and weird angles is how it wants to grow, and then I'm just going to let it grow like that. So just a case of pruning back some of these branches. This one here we'll keep for now, although it's not growing up, but if a branch wants to shoot that way then I'll leave it. So I'll basically just tip them and prune them back somewhat. Dead stump there. The end of this one's died off, so we'll cut it back to there. Cut that one back. And I'll just tip the other ones. If I can see any major problems, so we've got one coming right in between there, which I'm going to take off. So other than that, I'm just going to leave the tree alone, I think. Let it decide what it wants to do. Just take it out of the pot quickly. Get rid of some of these weeds. Oh, there's a hazelnut on there. Now, I'm not sure what this stuff is, but it's like some sort of grass, but it's hollow tubular things. It makes quite a nice accent plant, but it takes over the pots, so let's go in. I could put it in its own pot if I wanted. The moss, I believe, looks alright. It's only very early in its bonsai training. It needs repotting actually, it's taken over that pot already. But we'll do that in the spring. So that's that one done, that's all I would do for that one. A little close up of the tree. And I'll go get another one. This one is a bit strange, it's a different type of Cotoneaster I think. It has the red berries in it. It is definitely a Cotoneaster, but all it wants to do is grow in sort of like a herringbone sort of shape on its own and 2D. So last year all I did was prune off all the opposing branches and clear out. You can see the thicker ones are the ones from last year which I left. And then this year it's grown loads of new ones straight back where they were. And it's kind of a strange one, but I'll do something with it one day. I'm not sure what yet. So this one, I'm just going to clear out some of these branches and stubs and dead bits from in here, and then prune back I'll do that first. We'll prune back this top one. I just don't want it to keep going that way. I want to try and bring it back across. So I'll leave that one because that'll pull it across. And then I'm going to clear out some of these stubby bits from in here. Got one shooting up there and come off. I think the rest of it I'm just going to let it grow next year. Take these ones back a bit so that branch doesn't become a competing leader. A few more strong ones in here. I'm going to thin out a little bit. So I think that's all I'll do for now for this one. I'll just tip some of these just to stop them getting longer. That one can come off. And that little one. I'm not too worried about the rest, that's how it wants to grow, so opposing branches all over the place. Doesn't seem to be much I can do about it, so I'll let it be. I'll leave that branch. I won't even take the tip off that one because it'd be quite nice if it goes that way. And this one I'm going to cut back because I don't want it going that way anymore than it already is. Although we can change the angle in the future, obviously. Just take it out of the pot quickly. Loads of roots in there. Clear out some of this. Do a bit of weeding. It's just planted in compost and gravel. This one. All the leaves now I just tend to put back in the pot and then stick the tree on top of them. Don't see that it does any harm. Oh, we've got a shoot coming out from the bottom here, which I'm going to get rid of. It's too low, it's actually underneath the root, so we'll get it as hard as we can, as low as we can, and get rid of it. I'll put it back in the pot and go get the last one. So this one was my favourite one, and I put it in a little concrete pot, just mounded up a pile of sand and spread some concrete over the top. Put 2 nice big holes in the bottom. Slugs hiding in there. See the roots starting to come out. And we've got the rocks on there, I'll leave them there for now. So this one I just want to prune up a bit. But again, they kind of grow a bit wild, these, so I'm not too worried about following the rules and such, especially when it comes to food and branches and stuff like that. So this is what I decided on the front, somewhere sort of around there. Maybe about there or something. And they've got lots of new shoots coming off the trunk, which I'm going to get rid of. Down the bottom here. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. We'll leave that little one. There's one on the inside here which I'm going to get rid of. It's growing right in that gap. There's a few little ones in there. It's really hard to get them. Yeah, but as long as we get most of it, we'll leave little stubs. Tidy up later on. So that's got that cleared out a bit in there. Then we've got 2 trunks, which split quite early, which is okay. That one's a bit straight, but I think if I remove it, it won't look right, so it's going to have to stay for now. And I've already actually pruned this once, by the looks of it. So I'm just tidying it up now. Getting rid of any little branches that grow right at the bases of other branches. Prune back some of these long shoots which have regrown. I've got one shooting right into the middle there, so change the direction of that by pruning it. That one's okay, I'll just prune it back. Take the tip off. Again with that one it's going to go inside, but we take the tip off and then it will change the direction of it. These little ones in here are okay, although we have got a bit too many. But we'll leave that one, we'll leave that one. And we'll just tip these other ones. Cut them back a bit. And I'm going to take off this end one here. Plenty there. And tip that one. So that's all I'm going to do for that one, I think. They're a strange one, but could become quite nice potentially. It's quite a nice front about there. It's got quite unusual, quite a nice sort of balancing root system, even though this root shoots off, it balances it. We have a nice root there. And it sort of looks like it's anchoring the tree, even though they're not perfectly flowing or anything. There's a few little shoots in here which I haven't got, but we'll just keep an eye on them in the future, not let them get too strong. So that's the last one. Let me know what you think, guys. See a nice front for it, let me know. I'm thinking around there. So that's got all them Cotoneaster pruned up now. Give you another little look. So like I said, they're only little cuttings. I've had them about 2 years, most of them. There's that one with its spiky bits. That one's very strange. I might change the angle when I repot that one. And the last one that we just did is this one. It's looking alright to me. If you've got any ideas or anything for it, let me know. I'll pop them back outside now. Okay everyone, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you're all good. And if you could please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, that'd be great. So let me know what you think of the trees. We worked on 6 trees today, so this is the most advanced one of my Cotoneaster. So let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.